Hey, it's Patrick here with screen. Whoa. Yeah, let's get back to the first screen here with screencast of 21st century skills. Yeah. Okay, so according to the American Institute for Research in College and Career Readiness, state of California doesn't have a formal definition of college and career readiness. However, the PTA, National Parent Teacher Association, says blah, 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 must have necessary skills, knowledge, and abilities to succeed, blah, blah, blah. I think the key point is college and career readiness means that a student is prepared to go directly to work or enroll and succeed without remediation in a variety of post-secondary institutions, so they're ready to enter a career of their choice. This is the rub because we know that a lot of our students go to community college and are not getting units to advance. They're getting remedial classes to get up to speed with their English and math. So this is a big problem. So students need to be either in four-year university or entering community college without having to take remedial classes, or just able to enter the workforce in the career of their choice. 21st century skills, well, it's all these soft skills that are about working with people, working with technology, creating new products. Information literacy is big. Creativity is increasingly crucial. Critical thinking is always important. There's a list for you. You've seen them before. 21st century skills can be summarized according to the Partnership for 21st Century Skills as the 4 C's: critical thinking, communication, collaboration, creativity. So those are the ones that come up over and over and over and over and over again. Critical thinking, as we know, the ability to digest, process, synthesize information. Scientists do this constantly in teaching science and career tech ed in science. That's crucial. Creativity, we're in an economy that values design and novelty. So the ability to make something new to the marketplace is crucial. Collaboration, everybody works in a team. I can't think of hardly any jobs left. Maybe someone who writes a novel or something, but it's very rare that people work and they're individuals, people collaborate. Skills that are not addressed, skills that are currently addressed well, it's tempting to say if you look at a struggling big public school that we're not addressing these skills very well. But I will tell you the context matters. There's a lot of disparity in California. But what site you're at makes a difference. What district you're at makes a difference. What program you're in makes a difference. What pathway you're in can make a big difference. From my own experience in Mount Diablo High School, teaching in hospitality, International Hospitality and Tourism Academy, in the Sustainable Hospitality Pathway, we're doing well with collaboration. Students are working well in teams. They're communicating well professionally. They're showing some leadership and some initiative and good social skills for hospitality and restaurant work. But our students need help with critical thinking, as so many Americans do, because students may not even want to think at all. They may not be able to process complex pieces of information. They don't want to step back and see patterns and trends. So we've got to work on that. Of course, we keep coming back to this information literacy, media literacy. Students have trouble discerning reliable information from rumors, telling advertising apart from journalism, and they're really influenced by emotional pitches that don't have any cited sources or credibility. Productivity is really key to the 21st century because a worker that's increasingly productive is going to be valuable. And students may not feel that their work matters or that the productivity is important, but the employers know. And in the real world, productivity is crucial. Back to critical thinking again. In science education, that's a big deal, and we spend a lot of time addressing critical thinking through a variety of strategies. One of the things that we do is insist on annotated bibliographies for all of our research projects and lab reports. So students have to be critical. They can't just cite a source. They have to cite the type of source and, where did the funding for that source come from? What are possible biases? Collaboration, as we talked about, collaboration is big and getting bigger. So we want to see students working online with electronic tools like we are, or if they're making product in a kitchen, in a restaurant, they have to work with a team to get that food on the plate and to the customer in a beautiful, delicious way. And then in terms of my own anecdote from my work, we have a personal impact project where students have to examine their own impact on the environment. They brainstorm ways to reduce their consumption, and they have to design an experiment and collect data and analyze it and get insights about their consumption. So we can modify this project to emphasize 21st century skills like information literacy, media literacy. Students must identify and cite examples of false or exaggerated claims or effects about the environmental impacts of a product or practice. I think that's really important. course, critical thinking comes back. We might want to ask students to identify and cite examples of legislation or propose their own legislation that could effectively scale up their personal environmental solutions that they come up with, and discuss political and economic barriers to getting that law passed. So for example, a lot of students divert compost and organic material from the trash as part of their personal greenhouse gas emissions. Well, can we get statewide legislation to mandate curbside green bin pickup for regional composting? But okay, wouldn't that face backlash from waste companies, consumers, and taxpayers? How could we manage that? How could we move that? All right, well, thanks. Hope that helps.